Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. So today we are going to paint a very simple greeting card. So it's the month of March and it's very special for me because many birthdays I need to celebrate in this month. So let's start with today's video. I'm using this size 5 round brush. I generally like to use a smaller brush to paint a bigger element as well as a smaller element, and I don't like to switch between the brushes. So if you want, you can definitely switch from bigger brush to smaller brush based on what you are doing, but I think it's fine. So I'm mixing green color into the purple to make it little bit different shade of green altogether. So when I mix green and purple together, I think this green shade is my favorite. This is more towards the olive green color, and with this particular color I'm going to paint a palm leaf kind of shape. So you can start creating a string, then at the end just push your brush a little bit to create a leaf kind of pattern, and then along left and right you can create many more leaves like the first one. So when you combine these things together, it will look like a coconut leaf or a palm leaf, whatever leaf you want to call it. So I'm creating these left and right throughout this string that I have. Couple of them are little longer, couple of them are smaller in size. So these kind of variations you can definitely try into your own stuff, and then you can also decide the outline of this particular leaf, which I have not done. Now I'm creating one more similar leaf with similar color. So let's do it quickly. I want to keep it simple so that you can do it easily, and you can do little modification to make many more like these, right? Absolutely, you can change the leaf pattern, you can change the flower pattern, and you can have your own greeting card. Now with the help of purple color I want to create couple of flowers. So I want a very random shape of petals for all the flowers that we're going to paint today. So nothing fancy as such. You can create some random petal in a circle, leave a small negative space in between to create the center part, and likewise you can create these flowers in a group. So I'm creating 2 to 3 flowers in this particular area, and you can also do little bit of overlapping between the flowers as well. I think that is something nice if you're creating multiple flowers in a group. Now with the help of black color you can create the center part. Just a small dot you can add in between the negative space that you have. Now you can use green color and create fine stems for all the flowers so that we can have multiple stems for all the flowers that we have. So create a stem with the help of green color, and then you can also create a leaf. So this time I'm using olive green color directly from my palette. You can use different shade of green, you can make your own green mixing yellow, blue into your existing green, or maybe you can create a fresh green mixing blue and yellow together. So this is my second element into the greeting card. Now I want to create a different shade of green, so I'm mixing sap green and blue together to make the shade little darker as compared to the sap green, and then you can create a longer stem like this. Either you can create 2 stems for a similar flower, but I'm creating these 2 stems for 2 different flowers. That's why I have kept one stem little thicker and another one is fine. So you can create something like this, and then I'm using yellow color to paint a second set of flower. So this flower is the combination of multiple smaller flower in a group. So at the tip I'm starting from the base, so the base have more flowers into it, and as you are moving towards upward direction you can keep the flower little lesser, and then basically I'm creating this particular group of flowers in a triangle shape, you can say, and you can randomly create small petals to make it look like these are flowers. But again, we are not doing too much, we are simply randomly creating a couple of petals smaller in size and arranging it in this way. Now I have mixed yellow into green and make it very light shade of green color, and then in between you can create fine stems so that it should look like all the flowers are attached with the main stem, which is important and necessary. And then you can also create some other green element in between, like a small leaf and other green element which we usually see into the group of flowers like sepals and all. Now I'm done with this particular flower as well. Now let me create one more flower with the help of blue color. So this one is inspired by iris flower. So I'm creating 2 petals towards downward direction and then 2 to 3 petals towards upward direction. You can keep the edge little wavy, so you can move your brush a little bit while creating these petals to have little zigzag and wavy pattern around your petal shape. And then in the center you can add little bit of yellow color so that it should look like we have some yellow element in between. And then if you want, you can add more color into the petal area, so I'm adding little bit of purple around the petal shape that we have. So simple flower, right? So you can choose flowers as per your choice for sure. Now I'm creating one more flower. This one is the last flower that I have in this particular composition. So I'm using red color and I'm creating a round shape. So I have negative space for different color. So first you can create something like this with the help of red color. Then I'm using brown color to add in between. So basically this is more like brown and red structure and round in shape. You can call it berry or you can call it flower, whatever you like, but this is a nice element to add. So I'm adding one more with same color that we have. So you can add something like this. So this is the last flower that I want to add into my composition. Now if you want, you can keep it like this, or if you want, you can have more darker red color and you can add lines into this particular flower, which I'm going to do later on. But before that, with the help of green color, I'm creating a stem, and in between we have flowers, so make sure we are not doing any stem around that. We can assume the stems are hidden because of flower, and likewise you can create your stem. Now we have different varieties of flowers, right? So you can have different varieties of leaf as well. So I'm creating little longer leaf. So just drag your brush a little longer to create something like this. You need to apply little pressure into your brush. You can choose any shade of green color. So try different shade of green color, different varieties of leaf altogether. I'm creating these longer leaves because I have this iris flower as well, so I think it will more relevant. But this is not important, to be frank, because this is our composition. We can make it anything. So I'm creating different perspective of leaf as well, so you can keep different angles of these leaves, make it little bit tilted towards left, right. Those things you should definitely try whenever you're trying to create a group of flower like these. And then you can also have some green outgrowth along the stem that you have. Now I'm almost done with this particular composition. I'm adding more element around the base. So with the help of dark green color, I'm creating more leaves. Likewise, you can do until you satisfied with your composition, but don't overdo, because it is very easy to do more and more element and you will realize you are ruining your structure. So make sure you're not overdoing it. And then with the help of dark red color and with the help of fine brush, you can create lines and curves around the red flower that we have. Again, this is optional. If you want to do it, otherwise don't do it. I think I need little texture around this particular flower, so I thought to add something like this, but I don't think so it is that much important. So it is totally up to you whether you want to add it or not. So once done with these things, we are going to write anything, whatever you like, but I'm going to write happy birthday. And what I did is I went to the Google and I searched for a beautiful calligraphy happy birthday, and then I found something, and then I tried to write it with the help of pencil first, and then I'm tracing it with the help of pen so that I can write it beautifully. But it is optional. If you are confident with your handwriting, just go for it and write something. But I have done something like this. So I already have pencil mark into my sheet, and I'm just going through and writing this happy birthday. And we are done with today's video, and I'm hoping this video is helpful. I'm hoping this video is easy for you guys, and please do let me know if you have any kind of feedback for me. So once you're done with the writing, the last thing you can do is you can try using different shade of sheet just to pop this white sheet better. So I'm using this beige color, and it's done. Thank you so much for watching, guys. See you guys in the next video.